Got Vision and Destiny. Add Elemental, that's Chemistry. All those heroes, that's Infinity. It's Endgame. That's
all right, duelists. It looks like we actually have our round 5 feature match already. So we are going to go straight into the fun here. Now we're still waiting on our deck list, but I'm told this is going to be a blast from the past that's just doing really well, just powering on to the future. Might have a full-on Elemental Hero deck. And I don't mean Elemental Heroes and something, I mean Elemental Heroes.
I break game 1 last one.
Judge is giving us the go-ahead sign. This duel will be starting soon.
Yeah, I put in 2 or 3, but it's like the brick like that. I'm like, let me break on the street.
If you guys ever need a translation for a card that you have in a foreign language, I'll be able to provide.
All right, we should be getting deck lists soon, but again, I'm informed that this very well might be a hero matchup, so I am quite excited. You can even see the Duel Academy sleeves as he pile shuffles out there with that signature DA underneath the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX logo.
Switch, I think, right? Switch game, guys. I think
If you went to Duel Academy, you might be excited here.
Whenever you're ready, once the dice has been rolled and the player has been picked, I'll start.
Now we are entering round 5 into the tournament. Both duelists are currently undefeated. But as we go on, we'll have less and less and less of those. Thank you. Looks like we do have our deck list, and oh my goodness, it is just full hero and hero services. And his opponent is playing another warrior deck of a sort. It is going to be Mikanko. So while one player is working on putting the biggest monsters on the board you've ever seen, the other one is throwing a little Yubel energy into the mix, hoping to steal those attack points and use them as damage against his opponent. Again, Mikanko monsters crash into the opponent and reflect the damage back to them. We're going to start off with a Hero Lives, paying half of those life points. May not see a start like this again once he catches on that it's Mikanko. But Hero Lives is going to go and pay half those life points again for any hero monster from the deck. It's going to be Elemental Hero Stratos. He's freed, he's back, he's ready to be played. Looks like we're going to be adding that beautiful quarter-century rare Vision Hero Ferris. Vision Hero Ferris allows you to discard a hero. Oh, we're going to normal summon a Stratos too. We want to build up that hand to have the perfect combination of monsters. And we're going to add Destiny Hero Malicious, likely to be discarded by Vision Hero Ferris. And that's it. We're revealing the Ferris and saying goodbye to Destiny Hero Malicious. Vision Hero Ferris hits the board, and when Ferris hits the board, allows you to place a Vision Hero as a continuous trap card. That'll be Vision Hero Increase. The Vision Hero Increase effect is going to activate. It's going to tribute that Vision Hero Ferris, special summoning itself to the field, and its effect is going to activate, special summoning Vision Hero Vion to the field. Now this deck keeps going and going and going, but most of these are just channeling ones. We are going to use Vision Hero Vion to send Destiny Hero Denier from the field to the graveyard. We're going to banish Vision Hero Ferris in order to grab that polymerization with the effect of Vision Hero Vion. Now take a look at the hand over here. It looks like we have some various Mikanko spell and trap cards, but also, again, the Diamond Tiger, which is really what you want to start off with, but only if your opponent actually has space on their board. Imagine all these hero monsters filling up the slot to where you can't even do Gen the Diamond Tiger into Ken the Dragon Warrior. Maybe it's not as dire as we thought. Looks like we're going to see Destiny Hero Malicious and Vision Hero Increase go to the graveyard for Extra Hero Cross Crusader. Going to go ahead and bring Denier back to the board. And since it's been summoned, we're going to put that Malicious back in the deck, allowing us to cycle through another one later. Are going to use the effect of Extra Hero Cross Crusader, attributing Destiny Hero Denier. That's going to go ahead and grab Destiny Hero Plasma. Now, Plasma actually could be really good this duel. By sending 3 monsters to the graveyard, you would be able to have a monster on the board that not only could absorb your opponents, but also is like a walking skill drain. Do see Extra Hero Infernal Devicer on the field, revealing that Elemental Hero Shining Neos Wingman and grabbing Elemental Hero Neos in that Tin of Dueling Heroes quarter-century rare. So now we'll send Bion and Infernal Deviser to the graveyard for another Link summon. This one's going to be Extra Hero Wonder Driver. Now we will go ahead and finally banish Destiny Hero Malicious and grab that recently returned Destiny Hero Malicious. Didn't look like we shuffled the graveyard, so it was right on top. Timothy just doing a great job showcasing that this deck is still just as good as when Jaden Yuki walked out of Duel Academy. Maybe even better. We are going to see Polymerization, a hero, and a water, but it's really just 2 heroes of different attributes, because we're making Elemental Hero, Flame, Wingman, Skydive, Scorcher, I believe. Are going to use the effect to grab a favorite card, and the favorite card we're going to grab here is Favorite Contact, allowing you to, in trap form a fusion summon by returning materials to the bottom of the deck, including from the graveyard. Not every day that you see full-on Elemental Hero, so even our judge is taking a look at that card. If you're unfamiliar with the Infernal Rage version of Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, you do add a card with Favorite, and that's how we got where we were. But you can also tribute it to special summon a level 7 or lower Elemental Hero monster from your deck or extra deck that can't be normal summoner set, ignoring its conditions. So just better monsters. And so we got to Sunrise. Sunrise is going to go ahead and grab us Miracle Fusion from the deck. Sunrise also powering up all those different monsters for each of the different attributes on the field. Looks like we got Light, Wind, and Dark, but we're activating Polymerization, sending both of those cards to the graveyard as fusion materials. And that's going to bring out Destiny Hero, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. High-level hero and a Destiny Hero can't be wrong. Now we'll access Miracle Fusion. Banishing Inferno Range and Elemental Hero Neos to make Wake Up Your Hero. Waking up your Elemental Hero allows you to do quite a lot. It's got a little bit of Flame Wingman's effect, a little bit of plenty of effects, but it looks like we're actually going to use the effect of Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, destroying both, using the effect of Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer to decide it wants to come back to the board, special summoning the Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, and grabbing Mass Change from the deck to the hand. Likely we're going to see that set. Imagine we'll see a draw phase activation of Mass Change, sending a Dark Hero to the graveyard. No, we're just going right in and making that quarter century rare Masked Hero Dark Law immediately, which means any cards that would go to the graveyard are going to be banished instead for Alex. Alex draws for turn. Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer does hit the board again. Looks like we can see Huli, the Jeweled Mikanko. Did see again the Diamond Tiger. A couple of Mikanko spells, but he's keeping his hand pretty tightly knit. Looks like we are going to activate that Mikanko equip spell, Arabesque.
Dark Law to equip. The equipped monster can be destroyed by card effects. During my main phase, addition effect to special summon one Mikanko with a different original name. Or,
thinking about how we're going to resolve this play. Again, during the main phase, you do get to special summon a Mikanko monster from the hand or deck with a different original name to the equipped monster. If you do, you equip that monster with that card. And then you return the monster that was previously equipped and bounce it. It's a great way to bounce your opponent's monster cards off the field. But it looks like before that even happens, Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer is going to activate its effect, targeting the Arabesque and Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer itself. Timothy choosing to activate that again, so Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer will be back during the standby phase. Do have another copy of that card, so we're going to go ahead and activate it again. Now, you can only use the effect once per turn, but we never even got that far. Looks like we'll bring Huli, the Jeweled Mikanko. It's going to stay on the board, but the monster that it was equipped to was going to bounce off. Now, Mikanko, if you haven't played against a deck, has very regular effects, right? If this card is not equipped with an equipped card, just take no damage involving this card. But if it is equipped with an equipped card, it cannot be destroyed by battle, and your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from this card instead. So super Yubel vibes here. While you control an equipped card, your opponent cannot target Mikanko cards you control with card effects. And then if either player equips a equipped spell to that card, you get to add a Mikanko trap card from your deck to your hand. Now Timothy taking a look at all of his set cards. Since the card was added,
That's the ignition effect.
Looks like we're in infinite impermanence. But Huli the Jeweled Mikanko can't be targeted. So it's an illegal activation, and that infinite impermanence is going to go right back face down. It gets really tricky really fast against Mikanko. This amazing hero board is good. But it's going to have to take an obelisk blue to navigate through.
Mikanko with a different original name and attribute from my deck right here. And then after that,
So it looks like we are going to go ahead and use the effect.
Summon monster, and then it would bounce.
Not really a whole lot that can be done here. Can't use that infinite impermanence, but maybe something else. It's going to be favorite contact. So that's going to allow us to return Elemental Hero Neos and Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Inferno Rage to bring out Elemental Hero Shining Neos Wingman. Not only is it more powerful for each attribute on the board, it also has the ability to destroy cards for each attribute on the board. Both players just showing a masterclass of what their deck is supposed to do in these very unique situations.
3 total.
But again, you do get to destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of different attributes. And notice, I didn't say target.
So I was going to ask, because the equipped monster can't be destroyed by card effects.
Now, the Huli the Jeweled Mikanko should be able to be destroyed by card effects. Can't be targeted for sure.
There are BCM systems right now.
It was flipped to drop out.
Judge and the players just talking now, just making sure that everything's on the up and up. That's why you have the judge there.
Yeah.
Oh, just can't be destroyed by battle. Okay, so we're safe on that end.
Lee isn't equipped right now.
Yeah.
She's not gaining anything.
Non-targeting destruction is pretty good. And so that is going to work. It's going to be banished because of the effect of Mass Hero Dark Law. Just saying any cards will go to the graveyard. Nah, we don't do that here. That's going to be banished instead. That's going to be enough for Alex. He'll concede the duel. And for fans of Duel Academy, your hero just won the first game. Oh, and those extra deck sleeves being in that beautiful raw yellow. Certainly a graduate Duel Academy myself, but it'll be neat to see the Mikanko strategy. So hopefully the game 2 offers just a little bit more interactive play between the players. Although those of you who are fans of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game laugh and think, Mikanko interactive. You mean when I take their monster with my Geonator Transverser? I guess that's interactive. Do see some super polymerizations. Might be fighting fusion with fusion. What a great idea, by the way. We're seeing a peek there into Timothy's deck. Great options like the Dynama Cannon, the Herald of the Abyss. Also some fun cards. Interesting processing. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm not going to get rid of that. Really thinking about every single card in his deck and whether or not it's going to help for this Mikanko matchup. So we're going to keep that, get rid of this, keep that, get rid of this. Meanwhile, on Alex's side, he's going to take a side deck first approach. Those are the cards that will help me. Throwing in those Ash Blossoms and the Droll Lockbird. It is true, Droll Lockbird hurts hard when you're a hero. It's difficult to come back when your opponent takes away the central thesis of your deck, right? Whether it's E-Emergency Call, Elemental Hero Stratos, Reinforcement for the Army, Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. So many cards add from the deck to the hand outside the draw phase. And Droll Lockbird has words to say about that. It's like both players are done here. They're going to go ahead and shuffle up. Usually heroes, you see them at the Time Wizard events. Still good even the April 2010 format. But this is no Time Wizard event. Your eyes do not deceive you. This is 2023, and we have heroes at our top tables. Of course, the duelist like Timothy probably already knows that the deck is good. Just poking a little fun at those who think that Duel Academy may be outdated. Last little pile shuffle here. This will be interesting to see if Alex goes first or second. You do probably want to go first. You can set up the Gen, the Diamond Tiger, and Ken, the Warrior Dragon combos. But you also may just want to have your opponent show up to the duel with some monsters on board. Deck like this certainly has to specialize in things like the Mhero, the Prime Being, maybe some Lava Golem.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I played against Cast Hero twice in a row, so it was horrible.
But either or, Alex looks like he is ready to play. Timothy smiling. Always a happy-go-lucky duelist when your heroes do what they're supposed to do. But win, lose, or draw, we've got two excellent Modern Warrior decks. With a little spellcaster on the side for Alex. Let's see if he chooses to go first or second. He's going to go first, starting with Wanted, Seeker of Sinful Spoils. Going to go grab Dia Bellstar, the Black Witch. Not quite the ultimate spellcaster in terms of attack and defense, but very Dark Magician stats right there, right? Dark, 7, 2500, 2000. It's got to mean something. But for now, it's just a powerful card added to his hand. Going to start off with Gen the Diamond Tiger. And we're going to use the effect. It's going to seem a little weird here, maybe almost too generous. We're going to go deep into the deck here, grab Ken the Warrior Dragon, and give that monster to Timothy.
I will draw 2 and discard 1.
So we're going to go ahead and cut the deck here. Now, Gen and Ken, very different monsters. Ken is causing Alex to draw 2 cards and discard 1. Which also means that cards like Triple Tactics Talent and Triple Tactics Thrust are now online because your opponent activated a monster effect. I mean, you forced them to, but they still did it. So now we're going to see that Triple Tactics Thrust. Add a card from the deck to the hand. Remember, not only did you make them use a monster effect, but they control a monster now. So we'll grab that Triple Tactics Talent. Timothy, understanding what's going on, smiling and following along.
Choose to look at your hand and shuffle a card back.
Looking at his own hand, because we're going for the Forceful Sentry. We got Feather Duster, Vision Hero, Vion, Polymerization, and 2 copies of Fusion Destiny. So you can't just get rid of one Fusion Destiny and say goodbye to the other. So we'll lose the Harpy's Feather Duster, important for those spell and trap equip cards staying on the field. Other than that, we see Dia Bellstar, Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, Ohime, the Mikanko, as well as what appears to be Mikanko Fire Dance slipped in between. Although it also could be the Purification Dance. I think it might be the Purification Dance. Need to see just a little more. Definitely a fun game of Guess YUGIOH. We are going to use our Arahime, the Manifest Mikanko, to add the Mikanko Ceremony from the deck to the hand. Discarding that Mikanko Fire Dance. So it was the first one, got it right the first time.
Special summon a Mikanko monster.
And so we're going to go and special summon the Ohime. It's going to be the 6-star. Ohime's effect is going to activate. And we're going to banish that Mikanko Ceremony. Digging deep in the deck again. Trying to find our favorite Mikankos. We're going to send Hare, Sword Mikanko, from the deck to the graveyard. Not a lot of resources yet, but still enough to get things done. Probably not going to have the full Geonator Transverser combo, right? It would be fun to give your opponent an Acid Golem of Destruction, so they could not do anything. Ooh, man, have to give up rid of the Ash Blossom. Wants the combo more than the interaction. Risking everything, but Dia Bellstar is going to be able to set the original Sinful Spoils Snake Eyes. You don't see a lot of level 1 fire monsters in this deck. But that's where the Infernoble package comes in. And whether it's the Infernobles themselves or other fun level 1 fire warriors. A lot of mileage here. Oh, not Mhero, he's not a level 1. But we do have Infernoble Knight Renaud.
Special summon to target 1 fire warrior or an equip card.
That is going to allow us to go ahead and grab the Mikanko Fire Dance, add that back to the hand. So the discard wasn't nearly as painful as we expected. Fire Flint Lady already in the graveyard, but looks like we're going to go ahead and banish the Wanted.
Put this on bottom.
Putting back a Sinful Spoil card back to the bottom of the deck. Going to shuffle the rest of the deck there. Reveal that Sinful Spoil one last time. Now draw 1 additional card. So it looks like we got, couldn't tell if there was an Arahime or an Ohime. Definitely some blue. But right now we've got our Isolde to Tales of the Noble Knights. Such a powerful card right now, letting you add a warrior from your deck to your hand that you just can't use right now, but maybe later. And then, of course, being able to send all those Mikanko equipped spells from the deck to the graveyard to special summon a warrior as well. Look at that Fire Flint Lady for later. And then possibly going back in the deck to start sending those Mikanko spells. It could just be like 3 Mikanko spells for Hare. And it looks like it's exactly 3, so it might be onto something. Sending Maya Washidori, Arabesque, and the Reflective Rondo to the graveyard. And special summoning, no, we're going to do Ken the Dragon Warrior. Now, Ken the Dragon Warrior is going to go ahead and summon Gen the Diamond Tiger. So again, the Diamond Tiger is going to force a discard here. And that actually could help out Timothy. So he's looking through his hand, picking what he wants to drop. Might actually be exactly what the doctor ordered, but this time it looks like we're going to send that last Fusion Destiny. Or it could be the first one. I think we lost Feather Duster before, so there might be one more Fusion Destiny in the hand. Do you see Mikanko Fire Dance activate? It's going to target out Hare, the Sword Mikanko, and special summon it to the field. Not quite as bananas as the Mikanko Dance Maya Washidori, which is not only able to reborn a Mikanko, but reborn itself, right? It brings the equip spell back and equips it to that monster you bring back. Do you see the Arabesque go into the hand there? Use the effect of Ohime. We'll grab another one. This time it's Reflective Rondo. Do good to equip it. So we're going to equip that to the Gen the Diamond Tiger and take control of it. Now, if you notice your positioning here, this might be time for the Geonator Transverser. Now we've got the 2 level 3 monsters, and those are going to be overlaid. So you might be a fan of GX, but you definitely won't be a fan of Zexal. This number 30 Acid Golem of Destruction trades itself onto Timothy's field, and now he no longer can special summon monsters. It takes 2,000 damage during the standby phase if you can't remove those materials. So this is very difficult, right? That hero deck is all about special summoning. And that Acid Golem may be the perfect Christmas gift, but right now, it's kind of weighing the special summoning down. While it's on the field, no. We're not doing any of that. Do grab our Reflective Rondo, targeting the Geonator Transverser. Oh, it's the Water Arabesque. Okay, so we're actually going to be flipping the script here, which means we get to special summon our Huli. Geonator Transverser goes back into the extra deck to be used for later. And because Huli, the Jewel Mikanko, happened to be equipped by an equip spell, now you get to add a trap card, the Mikanko Spirit Walk, from the deck to the hand. The Spirit Walk may come up here again, lets you target an opponent monster, and then just equip a Mikanko monster you control as an equipped spell. So it steals it, kind of like a relinquish style effect, right? You're going to grab that monster, eat it up, and turn it into an equipped spell. If original monster's on the field, you're just going to inflict 500 damage for each equipped spell you control. You can banish it from the graveyard to special summon one of your Mikanko monsters that's banished in your hand as well. But the most important thing here is you are just stuck with that Acid Golem. Again, great gift for a fan of Zexal, but right now, feels pretty rough. Now, you could tribute it for Vision Hero Ferris, but barring that, you can't really do much. Can't fuse it off, you can't special summon while it's on the field. Can't link it off, you can't special summon while it's on the field. So it is a pretty painful trap here. And remember, that damage is going to get reflected for most of those Mikanko monsters. So the fact that it's 3,000 also doesn't help you in any way. So this is going to be a moment that Timothy has to consider. We've seen a couple of draws in this tournament. There is no shame in surrendering because it gives you more time later in the match. But that doesn't seem to be what we're doing. We're going to activate Harpy's Feather Duster. We're going to keep it. Sending all those cards to the graveyard. But now we're going to use the effect of Hare, the Sword Mikanko. Take a look at that extra deck. It doesn't really do much in this situation. Again, the number 30 Acid Golem of Destruction is just saying no to special summons. It cast its ballot. It said we don't do that here. So again, a little difficult
Yeah,
here.
the monster is to put 2 damage in. Yeah, that could work.
So they don't have any, like...
Now the monster certainly can be destroyed now.
These two only have the effect that
Not nearly as dangerous. You could certainly mount offensive play.
Alright, do they have any, like, destruction?
And that at least could
Right
do
now,
something with the
she's the
acid
only one that
golem,
can be
but until we tribute summoning off that monster, we may be in
At
trouble.
your end phase, she gets back.
Okay.
We are going to summon Visionary of Ion. You can activate both of its effects. But it looks like Ohime is going to target the Huli the Jewel Mikanko, equip it with Mikanko Dance Maya Washidori. And in a new chain, if you got traps to add, you could definitely add some traps.
You have any,
No offense.
shadow
But it's very difficult to play around this in the hero deck. Again, imagine you have that plasma. You can't special summon plasma by sending the number 30 to the graveyard. Only tribute summoning. But will the student of Duel Academy remember his lesson? Now he does have the Vision Hero, Ferris, and Ferris certainly could help. But he's also already used his normal summon this time. Return, I should
Yeah,
say.
she has the effect to reflect battle damage, and she can't destroy that battle. The only one that can be destroyed by battle is her, but I don't think battle damage is involved in it, but she can reflect.
Shuffling up here, thinking about what we're going to do next. There's still a way into this game. As long as he doesn't lose, there's a chance. We're going to turn that number 30 Acid Golem of Destruction into attack mode. This will be its first battle phase, but it was special summoned last turn. We're banishing that Elemental Hero Shadow Mist via the effective Vision Hero Bion to go ahead and add a Polymerization from the deck to the hand. Nice Speed Duel Secret Rare. That is a well-balanced diet of Yu-Gi-Oh cards there, featuring old promos, new promos. We are going to enter the battle phase, asking a couple of questions about Huli the Jewel Mikanko. But it looks like we're going to go target Hare, because it doesn't have any equip stalls. And then we'll also destroy that level 3 monster, Ken the Warrior Dragon. So Hime is going to go back to the hand. Since it wasn't conventionally ritual summoned, right? We got that off the Mikanko ceremony. Take a look at the graveyard. Thinking of Mikanko memories past. Definitely have access to a full suite of those equip spells. We're going to use the effect of that Ohime. And grab from the deck to the hand. Just sculpting that hand, making it the best you possibly can. Which means we're going to grab Hare the Sword Mikanko. Now again, we haven't seen what Mikanko really do best, and that's reflect damage. And what I mean by that is when one of those equipped Mikanko's attacks, you don't take the damage, they take the damage. So very much like Yubel, Dimension Wall, Amazona's Swordswoman, right? That's an effect we've seen throughout Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Looks like we are going to be attacking there. And so Huli the Jewel Mikanko, its controller Alex is going to take any damage. As you can see, Timothy losing 3,000 points of life. Does get to bounce another card back to the hand, which may turn out to be a blessing. That means that Vision Hero Vion may not be able to field, but it can send another monster from the deck to the graveyard. Could be a heads-up play from Timothy here to go ahead and send maybe a Destiny Hero Malicious for once he gets rid of that number 30 Acid Golem Instruction, which remember can't attack once it loses those materials and is losing material turn by turn.
She's on the field and I control
So much damage, by the way, 2,000 damage during the standby phase. It's a powerful card, and when you got a searchable creature swap, it's a lot easier to play with. Handed the Ken the Dragon Warrior back to his opponent. Gonna go and tribute summon. Lesson learned, students of Duel Academy. Visionary Ferris gets to activate its effect now. We are off to the races. So it'll be a Visionary increase being placed in the spell and trap zone as a continuous trap card. And it does have the effect to tribute one of your heroes, to special summon it. And this is practically a new game. Remember, every piece of information on your cards matter. And the thing that mattered most is we had a tribute monster. Visionary Bion will appear on the board. You do get to send a monster from the deck to the graveyard. Could be that Destiny Hero Malicious. Could be another copy of Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. But it does look like we're going to do Malicious. And great heads-up play there from Timothy by verifying that he had both copies of Malicious in the deck and then sending it. You want to keep up a reasonable pace of play, but you don't have to speed even it that much. Considering the options there, looks like we are going to link those two off. Vion and Increase combined to form Extra Hero Cross Crusader. There is a Destiny Hero in the graveyard, so we're going to special summon Destiny Hero Malicious in attack mode. Very brave. Special Mikanko. But we'll tribute that Destiny Hero Malicious. Special summon another hero. Searching through the deck here. Do you see that other Malicious? Just keeping great track of all those cards. But we'll see Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier. That'll get added from the deck to the hand. Do you get to banish that Malicious? And say hello to another Malicious. No Nibiru's here. We can see Alex's hand on full display. Do you have our Extra Hero Infernal Divisor? Going to reveal that Shining Neos Wingman. And just like last time, I think we're going to grab Elemental Hero Neos. Neospace does have a brand new hero. So it's another card to the hand. And there's Polymerization. Combining our two monsters, Neos and our Liquid Soldier, to make Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Infernal Rage. That'll get to add the favorite contact, which means you can recycle even more banished hero cards. Possibly for Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Popular, especially last year when the card and Burst of Destiny was in its prime. Or you could just use it to bring out another Shining Neos Wingman. Sky is the limit. Or I guess I should say the Skyscrapers are the limit in this duel. Full hand of cards there, but we are going to discard a Hero Lives.
The equipment prevents sharpening.
Can't target Huli the Jewel Mikanko. So you would have to target that Mikanko Dance Mayawashidori. Taking a sec here, Judge explaining the card effects, how they work. Might be resolving different than either player thinks.
Yeah. I thought he was asking for the specifically the equipment.
Smiling though, I think Timothy realized that he may not have gotten a whole lot done there. But now we're gonna go, oh, don't need me up here. But jokes aside, going right back into it. And grabbing Miracle Fusion, because we brought out that Elemental Hero, Sunrise. And now those two will combine into Extra Hero Wonder Driver. Don't conventionally think of heroes as a link deck, but over the years, they have mastered many strategies. We are going to activate a classic Miracle Fusion to bring out Elemental Hero Shining Neos Wingman. Now there are two attributes on the field, so we have non-targeting destruction. The Huli the Jewel Mikanko remains though, because at the time it was connected to an equip card, so we will not be destroyed. Because we summoned a hero to our Extra Hero Wonder Driver's targeting, we do get to set that polymerization from the graveyard to the field, just extending and extending and extending those plays. We've had quite the series of games here, right? Plenty of heroes on one side, and then Acid Golem of Destruction on the other. Timothy just taking a second, reading through those cards, making sure he knows what the next move is. It looks like we're going to activate a Spell or Trap card. Taking just one look at the face down. Got to make a decision. Looks like Fusion Destiny is coming down. So let's go ahead and lose some Destiny heroes in exchange for one of the best Fusion monsters ever printed. So we will say goodbye to Destiny Hero Denier. Notice that we're shuffling the deck. I have a funny feeling that maybe we drew the Destiny Hero Malicious. And we're going to go ahead and send... Oh, Destiny Hero Plasma. Okay. Sort of a desperation move. But we do have the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Again, its quick effect ability to destroy a card on either side of the field is huge. Because you can always just destroy itself, and he can come back during the standby phase if he was destroyed. But it looks like we are going to do that. Tempted to destroy the Neos Wingman, but it cannot be destroyed. A little protective ability there. So it might be battle phase time. Big numbers. Remember, Destroyer, Phoenix, and Enforcer reducing the attack of opponent's monsters, although not relevant since there isn't anything there. But Shining Neos Wingman takes it.
Man.
So if you're worried about Elemental Heroes being good, they are great.
I thought for sure you were gonna.
And they're not just the Time Wizard, they're for full-on friendship dueling.
I was like, man,
So that'll wrap it up.
I manage my resources very poorly.
Making sure that we see, yep, checking himself as the winner there. So in a moment, we will get to
I manage my
talk to both players about this momentous duel.
Well, I actually.
Timothy really showing that Elemental Heroes are great again.
Dang, really?
And have so many different ways to navigate all these different situations. Not intimidated by the Droll and Lockbird, just finding a way to just kind of summon through.
Not all over up there. I was like, man, when I activated that last one, I was like, man, I know I'm gonna get hit with Neil.
We'll hang out for a moment, where we'll have an interview with our student of Duel Academy, Timothy, shortly to talk about how Elemental Heroes can still rock it with the best of them. We'll be right back.
Whenever you're done, Timothy, we will take you to Steven, or you will do a little interview.
Yeah, I was like, well,
We had everything off in there.
I took it out because.
Oh, you took out the superpower?
I took out
Why'd you
superpower.
take the super? Oh, because you went first? Oh, no, one second. How come you didn't leave it in there?
I wanted to play first so I can set up a board.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the, oh, no, you did go first that
I went-
game.
I went
Oh, yeah, I
first,
just
yeah.
ended up winning somehow.
Yeah, you managed to out the equipment and like you had a.
Oh, yeah, because I drew the feather duster.
Well, you drew the feather duster, but you had three bodies on board. If you only had the two bodies, I can do the trap because I had a Hare banished, the special summon it back so I can live another turn.
Oh, okay.
But you got DPA out. I was like, man, you got it, man.
You did one combo there.
He went combo, yeah. The moment he tributed Acid Golem, I was like, oh,
He's like, oh, no.
he got it. I don't think, I was like, man, is it a bad idea to bounce the Bylon? I was like, no. Because he already had a full grip.
Yeah, it wasn't there. Right, that's why I just added the Ferris. I was like, well, in the off chance that I live through the next turn, I'll be able to tribute off this stupid acid golem.
I'm like not a big fan of the Acid Golem lock too, but with my hand, I was just desperate.
So what else do they do besides the acid golem lock? Like, is there another end board you go on?
There's another end board where like that turn one, the end board would be like all like.
Again, our players are getting packed up, so we should have an interview with the winner of our Round 5 featured match featuring Elemental Heroes shortly.
With like equips, and then I have a snatch steal. I don't have a snatch steal, but I have like a card like snatch steal. Yeah. And I just take control of the monster with the Bohemian effect. Because it swaps control when I have control of the monster.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
All right, so if you want to have a seat, go ahead and put on the headphones. Because we definitely have some things to talk about.
It's because I played Hero.
It might be. So, as you heard the announcements probably in the background, Time Wizard tournament, right? But we're not streaming a Time Wizard tournament. That was round 5. You were undefeated with Elemental Heroes.
Right.
So let me ask you, when you're putting together the Elemental Hero deck, is that just the same heroes you've had since like GX started, or is this a new adventure?
I've been playing Hero since like 2010, so just different hero variants and stuff. I have a YouTube channel. I play all kinds of different hero decks.
So in it to win it, I was so glad to see you catch the Vision Hero Ferris. Did you think about that immediately when you saw that number 30 Acid Golem of Destruction?
Yeah, because one of the tournaments that I played in a couple of days ago, somebody acid golem me, and so when I had the Valion, I was like, well, maybe I'll just get Ferris, and hopefully next turn I could tribute off this acid golem and OTK him after that.
Took the long way home for sure. Let me ask you, have you been in a featured match before?
No. No.
Did that change how you dueled at all?
I don't think so, mostly because I'm just comfortable with heroes and stuff. I know how to win most of my matchups, and I just play to the best of my ability.
So you knew your game plan. Coming into the Age of Overlord format, a lot of decks got a lot of new juice. Is there anything that your heroes are worried about running into?
Oh, Rescue Ace. I hate that deck.
That's fair, that's fair. A lot of targeting, a lot of little micro actions. Also, another warrior deck, right?
Yeah.
So
I think mostly it's just the back row. I feel like if I don't draw an out for the back row, I just kind of lose from that point. And they can play through so many hand traps. It's crazy.
well, hang in there. You only got 4 rounds left. It is wholly possible that our #1 duelist literally is playing Elemental Heroes. We've still got 4 rounds again, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for watching.
My wingman, he come through, he level up, he go cool, he shining out and popping to over 9K. That's a breakthrough. We on top now. Here's a look at all